Thursday morning, Morning Buzz listeners. I'm Alex, and Jordan's here with me as we inch closer to the weekend. Yesterday, we promised to dive into something that's probably causing drama in bedrooms everywhere. Why some people are natural early birds, bouncing out of bed at 5 a.m., while others are night owls, feeling like the walking dead until noon. Jordan, I have to ask, which camp are you in? Because I'm definitely team zombie until at least 10 a.m.
I'm actually one of those annoying morning people, Alex. I wake up naturally around 5:30 and feel great, which I know makes me insufferable to about half our listeners. But here's what's fascinating. This isn't just about willpower or discipline. These are called chronotypes, and they're largely determined by our genetics.
Wait, so when my mom used to drag me out of bed for school and I'd claim I was naturally nocturnal, I was actually being scientifically accurate? This is the vindication I've been waiting for my whole life.
You absolutely were. Research shows that about 25% of people are natural early birds, 25% are true night owls, and the rest fall somewhere in between. Your internal clock is controlled by specific genes that regulate when your body produces melatonin and cortisol.
So basically, my DNA is the reason I've never successfully made it to a 7 a.m. yoga class. I love having a genetic excuse for my complete inability to function before coffee. But here's what I really want to know. Can you actually change your sleep personality, or are we stuck with whatever our genes decided?
This is where it gets really interesting. While you can't completely override your genetics, you can shift your natural rhythm by about an hour or two in either direction. The key is understanding that it takes consistent effort and the right strategies.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What kind of strategies are we talking about? Because I've tried everything from meditation apps to those sunrise alarm clocks that supposedly trick your brain into thinking it's dawn.
Light exposure is actually the most powerful tool we have. Your circadian rhythm is incredibly sensitive to light patterns. Early birds naturally get bright light exposure in the morning, while night owls tend to get more light in the evening. You can gradually shift this by controlling when you see bright light.
So if I wanted to become a morning person, and I'm not saying I do, but hypothetically, I'd need to flood myself with light early and avoid it later?
Exactly. Plus, gradual schedule shifts, moving your bedtime and wake time by just 15 minutes every few days, rather than trying to jump from midnight to 6 a.m. overnight. Most people fail because they try to make dramatic changes that fight against their biology.
That makes so much sense. I've definitely been guilty of I'm going to completely transform my sleep schedule starting Monday approach, which usually lasts about 2 days before I'm back to my vampire ways.
The other factor people don't consider is that chronotypes actually change throughout our lives. Teenagers are biologically programmed to be night owls. Their melatonin doesn't start until around 11 p.m. Then most people gradually become more morning-oriented as they age.
Hold on. So when teenagers say they can't fall asleep early, they're not just being difficult, their brains literally won't let them. This is going to revolutionize how I think about every argument I had with my parents about bedtime.
Precisely. And here's something that might surprise you. Being a night owl isn't necessarily bad for your health, as long as your schedule allows for it. The problems arise when night owls are forced into early bird schedules, leading to chronic sleep deprivation.
So the real issue isn't the chronotype itself, but the mismatch between our natural rhythms and society's expectations. That's actually kind of profound when you think about it.
It really is. We've built a world that favors morning people, from school start times to business hours. Night owls are constantly swimming against the current, which can impact everything from academic performance to mental health.
Well, this has been incredibly validating for all of us who struggle with morning meetings. Whether you're naturally bouncing out of bed or dragging yourself to consciousness, at least now we know it's not a character flaw, it's just biology.
And remember, there's no better chronotype, just different ones that work best at different times of day.
Perfect. Tomorrow we're exploring something completely different, why some people can eat the spiciest foods without breaking a sweat, while others tear up at mild salsa. and what your spice tolerance reveals about your taste buds and pain perception.
That's going to be a hot topic. Until then, Morning Bus family, embrace whatever time your brain decides to wake up.
See you tomorrow, everyone.